official Philippine Eye Care Solution Foundation Incorporated was established June 2013. And it is started by Ms. Nika Roma, Dr. Pascualino Mark Antonio, and Dr. Alan Jones. So this foundation is providing comprehensive eye care examination to people who cannot afford to have an eye checkup. So we are also providing free eyeglasses to indigent people, to people with disability, and also to those special children. For almost 5 years, we are giving optical outreaches. We already given 6,000 free eyeglasses, and that free eyeglasses are all brand new and custom made, because we believe, just like Dr. Alan Jones and Dr. Pascualino Mark Antonio are giving us advice, that we need to let the patient feel special. So we should not give like a second-hand eyeglasses and old eyeglasses, but the brand new eyeglasses. So we're really very thankful for the Canadian Vision Care for supporting us, and also for our President, Ms. Andronica Roma. They're really our hero.
38 to 42 po, huwag nang aalis. Susunod na po kayo. By 5 po ang tawag.
So Canadian Vision Care sends doctors from Canada. Approximately 2 or 3 times a year, they send doctors to do outreach programs. So the Eyetrain itself is actually always in running with the MCU students coming to do programs here. But a couple times a year, we do outreach programs with Canadian doctors, and we see a lot more patients. So this is always a teaching place for local Filipino optometry students. But by having Canadian doctors come, we increase their skill level and come and teach and help them. And this is the first time that Bosch has actually sent a team of Waterloo students as well to join the MCU students, and then I'm the lead doctor teaching them this time. So Dr. Jones reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in leading a team of Bosch students to join CVC. Dr. Jones is usually here himself, but was unable to come on this trip. And I previously did a CVC mission with Dr. Jones in Malawi, Africa last year, and I had an amazing experience with him, and so I wanted to do another CVC mission. I've never been to the Philippines, and they have a great organization here. Everything is run so well. Dr. Joy and Nurse Paul and the team here is amazing. They run this program throughout the year with the MCU students, and yeah, our first day here we saw over 200 patients, and every day we're seeing more patients, and it's really cool seeing how much the students have learned in the last few days. Their skills are increasing, they're getting faster, they're getting more confident. So just to be a part of that and be able to give a little bit of my knowledge to them and help them sharpen those skills and increase their clinical techniques is pretty cool. I'm assuming we've seen about 800 to 900 patients already. We saw 305 yesterday, and we were in clinic till after 6 p.m. doing subjective refraction. So I told the team today we're hoping to get 350, that's our goal. It's our last day in clinic today, and we want to break a record. Essentially, to get patients here, they put out word to the local district. So this morning, there's about 20, 30, 40 people they're starting to come this morning, and they stand in line and they check in with their number, and then they'll go through each of our stations, and they start with preliminary testing, and then they'll go in and have their pressures checked, and then they work through the train stations, and we have it set up really nicely. We have an ocular health station and a retinoscopy station, and so that train is dark and helps us do those things, and then they'll come into subjective refraction. And the neatest thing about this outreach clinic here is that there's actually the ability to refer patients. So after we're done with them, on their slip we can get them to see a local specialist or ophthalmologist and actually have cataract surgery or have someone to follow up with them. So that's the most rewarding part about this, is once we diagnose people with the problem, there's actually someone here locally to help them. So having this relationship with MCU and Dr. Joy and some of the local specialists helps us kind of continue that follow-up with the patients here that have problems. So that for me is one of the most rewarding things.
Okay, so when you're at the optometrist, they have an auto refractor, which you put your chin in, and you look at a little picture, and it measures your eye. It pretty much tells what type of glasses you're gonna need. This machine, instead of having to put your face really close to something, you can hold it at a distance and almost take a picture of them, and it's way more comfortable for the patient, and I still get all the same information. It works really good for kids too.
is a trial frame, and so we put lenses in here of what we estimate the prescription of the patient to be. Put them in here with different angles. We can rotate the angles as well. And then the patient can just try it on like this, and then we ask them to look at the chart over there and then read the line that they can see the smallest one, and then from there we refine their prescription to give them the perfect one so they can read the lowest line they possibly can.
So we really love the fact that Canadian Vision Care works specifically with students from the university here because they are the future of Manila, and they are what Manila needs in the future. And so we've especially loved being here because with our experience, they brought the Manila students here, and we've been working together here, bouncing ideas off of each other and learning from each other, because at the end of the day, we're all students here, we're all trying to grow and learn and gain the experience. And it's just been a beautiful experience. We've made great friends. We know that we'll be back. We're very excited to come back here one day, hopefully, as future doctors and continue helping the patients here.
I'm Kathleen Miling. I'm from Manila Central University, and I studied Doctor of Optometry there. I wanted to volunteer here because the experience will be great and will be also helpful for me, especially that I'll be an incoming intern in the next school year. So there are kids, there are older people, so it helps me communicate with people. It will be a great help and more discovery with different types of people that are present here.
So one of my very first outreach or mission trips was to Nicaragua, and I was in the exact same position as the Vosh students. I was in second year in school. I didn't know much about clinical techniques. I hadn't seen very many patients, and I just remember that experience and going in and seeing 100 or 200 patients a day and being able to repeat my techniques or do that many eye exams back to back. And I just remember how valuable it was to I guess sharpen my skills or learn from the doctor that was on that trip with us. So that was what I was looking forward to most, is coming as a lead doctor or as an optometrist on the trip, was to be able to help the students and teach them what I learned when I was their age, even though they're only 5 years younger than me. But being young, a young doctor on the trip is awesome because I feel like I've made a great connection with the students and we're getting along really well, and it's a more fun environment. It's a fun learning environment, and I feel like I love teaching. I love teaching, and I love giving them little tips and tricks, because obviously how we learn in school and in labs and in a textbook is so different from real life. And when you're seeing this much volume, you have to start putting all the pieces together and finding out what's important to do, and seeing the last 2 days how much faster they've got in making those decisions and trusting themselves is pretty cool. So myself and Dr. Kayla both said we're very proud of them.